It's no secret that Disney and Universal have some incredible rides at their parks. With Epic Universe set to open May 22nd of this year, Disney's going to have more ride competition than it's ever had before. But as of right now, in this current day of March 2nd at the time of recording, I feel Disney and Universal have some flagship coasters at each of their respective parks, and while both of them are incredible, one does slightly have the edge over the other, in my opinion. Which one is the winner? Stay until the end of the video to find out. Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure, that's a mouthful, opened to immense fanfare on June 13th, 2019. This coaster is highly themed, taking riders through a queue filled with Harry Potter memorabilia and monstrous paraphernalia from the Forbidden Forest. It replaced the Dragon Challenge coasters, which closed on September 4th, 2017, and really elevated the Hogsmeade area of Islands of Adventure. See, Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure allows guests to join Rubeus Hagrid on a journey into the mysterious Forbidden Forest. Guided by Hagrid, guests fly deep into the Forbidden Forest to brave the mysteries and thrills beyond the grounds of Hogwarts Castle. The attraction combines storytelling, innovative roller coaster technology, and includes fully detailed and rich sets such as an actual forest with more than 1,200 live trees. Guests joining the attraction will first join Hagrid's Care of Magical Creatures class and board enchanted motorbikes that will take them closer to some of the Wizarding World's most dangerous magical creatures. Guests will either ride the motorbike or board the sidecar. The motorbikes are designed to give the riders the freedom of flight, so the guest experience will differ depending on which part of the motorbike you're riding in. The roller coaster itself is a freewheeling ride with twists, turns, and rushes forward and backward at speeds of up to 50 miles an hour. And as the roller coaster proceeds through the Forbidden Forest, guests get closer to magical creatures such as centaurs, Cornish pixies, Fluffy, and a blasted Scroot. Riders experience challenging obstacles such as becoming entangled in Devil's Snare and encountering quite a few surprises along the way. Entering the ruins of an old cathedral at the edge of the Forbidden Forest to get to class, Hagrid introduces his Forbidden Forest field trip plan with Arthur Weasley, who has helped fix Sirius Black's motorcycle and use multiple spells to duplicate it and allow it to fly autonomously. During the talk, a cage of Cornish pixies is knocked over, allowing them to spread across the forest, leaving Hagrid and Arthur to go after them. As the motorcycles leave the loading area and zip through the ruins and trees of the forest, the riders enter a ruined shed where Hagrid tries to calm a blasted Scroot. After flying through the cathedral's empty windows, riders go through the second launch. Fluffy can be found eating a bone in a cave to the left of the brakes. Riders see the flying Ford Anglia commandeered by Cornish pixies before going through a foggy tunnel and flying up to a dead end, where Hagrid tells us the motorbikes have lost power before casting Reparo to fix them. The vehicles begin flying backwards and enter a dark tunnel in a denser part of the forest where a centaur watches the bikes. Becoming caught in Devil's Snare, Hagrid has them cast Lumos to escape, though more blasted Scroots arrive and begin firing, prompting a quick escape. As they make it back to the ruins, they pass a unicorn and her foal before returning back to the loading station. It's safe to say that this extremely well-themed ride is the current crown jewel alongside Velocicoaster at Islands of Adventure. And now that we've examined Hagrid's, let's take a look at an equally exhilarating and well-themed ride over at Walt Disney World's EPCOT. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind opened May 22nd, 2022 and wowed riders everywhere with its incredible theming, immersive queue and pre-show, and of course its outstanding ride experience. The ride was announced as part of an overhaul of Epcot at the 2017 D23 Expo. On August 13th, 2017, Ellen's Energy Adventure was closed so that construction could begin on the attraction. At D23 Japan in 2018, it was confirmed that the ride would be one of the world's longest enclosed roller coasters and that it would open in 2021. The name of the ride, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, was announced on August 25, 2019 at the D23 Expo. Construction officially began on the ride in late August 2017. The existing Universe of Energy show building was reused and retrofitted for the new attraction. The roller coaster itself is housed in a new massive show building situated backstage behind the Universe of Energy building and the former Wonders of Life Pavilion. Cosmic Rewind features cast members from the Guardians of the Galaxy films such as Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, and Glenn Close. Additionally, Terry Crews was cast in the role of a Nova Corps Centurion named Tal Merrick. After the riders exit the queue and start the pre-show, they're met by the Nova Corps, who have decided to establish EPCOT's first Otherworld Showcase Pavilion. For their presentation, they decided to focus on deep space travel with an elaborate planetarium called the Galaxarium, serving as a way to give guests a look at the formation of the universe as well as offering a hyperjump visit to Xandar. However, riders' field trip to Xandar is interrupted when the celestial Isan, aka the Searcher, comes to Earth to reset reality, resulting in the Guardians of the Galaxy coming in to try and defeat him. In the chaos, guests are sent back in time to witness the Big Bang, and along the way, riders enjoy one of 6 songs on their journey: September by Earth, Wind & Fire, Disco Inferno by The Tramps, Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears, One Way or Another by Blondie, I Ran So Far Away by A Flock of Seagulls, or Conga by Gloria Estefan. And obviously you're hoping to get September or Everybody Wants to Rule the World, but in reality, as cool as the music element is for the Guardians ride, the ride itself is pretty captivating on its own. Both of these rides are among the best of the best at their respective parks, but for me personally, Guardians takes the edge by just a little bit, and here's why. For starters, the ride is air-conditioned. I feel like the pre-show is a little more fun, and personally, I just find the ride itself a little more engaging, and the track is smoother. I also kind of dig that there's not a drop. As you know, that's a personal preference for sure. As impressive as Hagrid's is, waiting in that line in the heat is pretty grueling in the summertime, which is typically when I'm able to go. And let's face it, Orlando weather is just going to fry you pretty much no matter what season you go in. Even in December one year when I went, it was like 86 degrees, and the humidity stays high there. So it's brutal waiting in a line that long, but Hagrid's is an absolute monster of a ride, no pun intended. The queue is insane. The pre-show is great. The ride vehicle itself is super unique and just a lot of fun. I really do enjoy the ride. If I had to nitpick Hagrid's just a touch, I think that some of the animatronics leave a little bit desired, especially compared to some of the stuff that we're seeing over in like the Monsters universe. It's going to be coming in Epic later this year, or in a couple months, I guess. But here's the thing. If you're a giant Harry Potter fan, then you're probably going to like Hagrid's more than the Guardians ride. This is just a fun video to compare 2 attractions that were released in a similar-ish time frame, and they're kind of comparable in the sense of they're both thrill rides that don't overdo it, and they're highly themed. So let me know what you think. Is Guardians the better ride? Would you rather ride Hagrid's? I definitely want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. Like this video, it helps a ton. Please like it. Subscribe, all those sorts of things help the channel a ton if you enjoyed it. But I've been John, this is City Park Rangers. Peace.